What's up, YouTube? Chat here. I just want to go over a few things, some daily examples of control. Example, I'm pretty sure everybody in life can get a DUI. I had one when I was in college. Everyone probably could have gotten one. A lot of people get them. You know, in a lot of states they make you go to Alcoholics Anonymous. I'm reminded of this because I just passed the place where a bunch of fucking losers meet up and they drink coffee and they just bitch and complain. Here's the thing about drugs and about alcohol and all that stuff. It's not a sickness, and that blue book is written it's kosher bullshit. You know, I could tell you could look at who funded Bill Anderson or whatever the fuck the guy's name was, Dr. Bill or some shit. The Catholic Church does not allow it. They do not allow and they do not recognize the Alcoholics Anonymous. What Alcoholics Anonymous really is it's Freemasonry. It's Freemasonry, 100%. And I'll explain how it's Freemasonry. First, just think of the imagery. If you've ever been to an Alcoholics Anonymous thing, or just Google image it really quick. And like Google image Alcohol Anonymous podium. And you'll look at their emblem. And I'm not being like Illuminati. I mean, they're blatant with it. And the Catholic Church is blatant with it too. They're like, yo, they're Freemasons. Why they are Freemasons is that, by the way, isn't this just beautiful? This is Trump land. Jesse Lee Peterson has a home back here, believe it or not. Anyway, why they're Freemasons is that they destroy morality and Christian values in that it's basically Satanism. It's do what thou wilt in order to quit whatever your drug is. And they dress it up in a different number of ways, but that's really what it comes down to. It's a destructive force. And it's also, I can tell you that any of these kids who go to drug rehab clinics, they're not going to come out and they're not going to be in this battle. They're going to be cucks. So I think if you want to say, well, why is there a rise of SJW cucks? It's because they probably, like, I don't know, Jet's 29. A lot of young kids now are doing, like, fucking fentanyl or some shit. Like, I don't know what that is. I heard that's stronger than heroin. I never did heroin either, but, like, I don't know. It seems like the younger generation likes to do harder drugs than, like, weed. And if these guys are getting addicted to really the herbal merchant, not the herbal merchant, the manufactured merchant, and they go to these Alcoholics Anonymous rehab places where they, for what, 6 months, 28, a bunch of different time periods, right? It all depends on how rich and how white you are. White privilege, right? What they do is they break your fucking ego, and if you complete the program, you come out totally brainwashed, and you play the victim card. It's not like, oh, I'm a selfish asshole who just did all the cocaine, or I'm a selfish asshole who what is it? Fentanyl. I ate all the fentanyl. I can't. Yeah. No, instead they tell you, oh, it's a sickness. That's cuck shit. I'm sorry, that's cuck shit. And that's how they get you. They give you a victim card, and then once you're in that victim mode, they break you down. They can break your ego and do all these kind of things to you. And I'm telling you that these people, these young kids we see with the opioid crisis, which is not talked enough about, are destroyed really forever. There's no coming back from fucking heroin, I don't think, or fentanyl. I've never done it. like I said. But I know people, I've seen people, they're not the same. They're not the same. I mean, I talk to a guy, know people have smoked 1 million blunts, and I know people who've done heroin for like 2 months. Dude, total change. They're never coming back. It's like their soul is gone, lifeless eyes. And then they go to these rehab places and they just get broken down furthermore. And what happens is you have a generation of clones. And, you know, they don't really have their own, you know, like, state of mind or what to believe, because they got brainwashed from all this, you know, like, whatever you want to call it. Alcoholic Anonymous, but now it's Narcotics Anonymous and all this stuff. But really, what it is it gives people a victim card, when honestly, grow the fuck up and, you know, man up. And I think that's why we're seeing a lot of these SJWs. They're getting hooked on fentanyl, they go to rehab centers, their ego's broken, and they're basically betas. They are basically betas. Look at this big turn. Boom. Alright, enjoy the view. But yeah, that's one symptom I think how SJWs are getting created, is heavy drugs, and then the rehab places do not make them into men. I think they do worse damage. And the Catholic Church agrees. Alright guys, another short vid.